This is John Black, Super Chemist. This is just a disclaimer to let you know that this video is not intended to be imitated. No parts of it should not be copied or done by you or anybody. It's just for educational and maybe entertainment purposes to watch. That's it. I don't condone anyone repeating anything in the video. Okay, originally I was going to make this chloroform from calcium hypochlorite. It didn't work out too well. I actually kept it in there after this experiment. You'll see my failure if you want to. But I threw this in because at least, I could show you how to make it or whatever. Here's the formula times molar masses times by what it needed, 311, to get, my quantities. Now, I only had a little bit of Clorox left. So I don't know what was in there. I didn't titrate it or anything. So I just put acetone in a little bit at a time and waited a little bit in between. I mean, not at first, but once I got up there, I waited a little bit, made sure it reacted before I added any more. And I ended up adding 60 milliliters. So you can see here that's 81% of what I should have added if I went by these equations, right? So that means my yield is going to be 81% of what it's supposed to be, right? So I times it by 0.81. The most I can get is 64.5 milliliters. Now most people only get like 50-60% or something like that. This is a crappy reaction. But it's cheap Clorox, you know what I mean? A little bit of acetone, who cares? It's a nice, easy reaction. But this reaction is actually a test for a methyl ketone or a alcohol that has a methyl group on the side. You know what I mean? It's one carbon in. That way it can be oxidized to a methyl ketone. Well, my point is when you use iodine instead of chlorine, you know what I mean? Change to chlorine to iodine. So it'd be sodium hypoiodite, I guess. It actually makes a precip. It's a yellow precip, and that's how you test for methyl ketones or alcohols that can be oxidized into methyl ketones. You add this in, and instead of it making the chloroform, it makes iodoform, or whatever it's called. The 3 chlorines would be 3 iodines, and they precip out into this yellow precip. And you're like, oh, well, that must be a methyl ketone. All right, I got about 2,300 milliliters of Clorox, just, the cheapest great value bleach. That's all I have left, so I didn't titrate it or anything, but you can see how green it is. I got my stir bar on there. I have 60 milliliters of acetone here. I want to add it slowly, a little bit at a time. Cold everything down. That's at like 4 degrees. Of course, it's been sitting there a while. Alright, so I'm going to add it in. Turn up the spinning. I'm not going to take long to add this. Probably like 5 or 10 minutes. Depending on, I don't want to keep it cold though. You can see the ice bath. But I only have 60 milliliters in here, and this should be about maybe 70, 75 milliliters. I'm just guessing because I didn't titrate it. So I definitely do not have enough here. So hopefully I can add this quick. And then, oh, see at the top? See how you can see now? Something's happening there. See that there? getting clear in that layer. Oh, that stirs stuff up. It's still 4 degrees. You see that stir bar sucking that stuff down? There's like a tornado in there. Well, I didn't even add all the acetone yet, and it's already cleared up. You can see it's cloudy as heck, but it looks like it's white. So I'm going to stop the stirring. It's up to 20 C right now. So that's pretty good. I'm going to stop stirring and let it settle down, see if it's clear or not. I don't know if you can see that or not. It seems like it turned green again. But it was clear. And it's kind of separated, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour it in here, just the top half. Well, you can see it's clear on the bottom there. There's the line. Doesn't look like a bad yield. I figure I only put like 60 milliliters in, so it's clear on the top. I'm just waiting for the middle part to get nice and clear. I couldn't get that middle part to disperse, so I already drained that out. What was there? As you can see, there's nothing there now. And then I just spun it. You know what I mean? I got this and went like that. Kind of did a whirlpool thing and sucked it down. And you can see I got another like 2 milliliters or something there, maybe even 3 milliliters. Oh, that was terrible. I only got about 20 milliliters there, and it's got water in it, so you figure it's probably only like really 15. But at the 20 milliliter, what's that, like 20% or something? I mean, so I'm gonna do it again, just to show you that I'm just an old man. I just can't see. You know what I mean? This time we'll do it different. I still cooled everything down in the freezer. You see, I got Clorox. Got 50 milliliters of acetone, and I think it was Nerd Rage. He did his is pretty cool. He used ethyl methyl ketone, and that way he can make propionic acid instead of, so whatever your alpha group is on the other side, that's what you get, is your carboxylic acid. Anyways, I'm just going to add these two. They both been chilled down in the freezer. Shake it up. Make sure I vent it. Shake it up. 5 degrees Celsius. It's only been 5 minutes. I'm going to just add the other rest of it. Oh, once. That's how I usually do it. I'm still only at 8 degrees, man. Yeah, after about 15 minutes, I will put it in an ice bath. It's up to like 42. And it's been about 45 minutes now since this addition. It's finally getting dropping down 27. So when it gets down to room temperature, I'll decant it out. Well, it's been about another hour or so. Got the temp down to 23 Celsius. It's good enough for me. I definitely got a better yield this time. Well, you can see I put in a set funnel. Here's the line in case you can't see it. Alright, I'm going to drain it out into a thing. See how many milliliters is there. Give it a little spin here. I'll let that sit for a minute and get the rest of that out. There's only like a milliliter or two there. Let's see what we got. We got a little over 60 milliliters. It's actually pretty clear, but there's definitely water in there. This stuff reacts with oxygen in the air to make phosgene, which is really poisonous, and HCl. So a lot of people put a stabilizer in there, like 1% by weight ethanol. What I do is I just use it real quick, and then right before I use it, I put some baking soda in there, sodium bicarbonate, and wash it. Because the phosgene, I'm up to here with a couple reactions I did. But anyways, the phosgene reacts with water to break down, I think, into carbon dioxide and something else. Oh, and HCl. But the HCl is broken down by the bicarbonate, right? It's an acid-base reaction. And then you dry and distill it, you know what I mean, when I'm going to use it. So if you're going to store it for a while, definitely put a stabilizer in there. It's the same formula. The bottle I used was a Clorox bottle, and I just weighed it. I took the weight of the plastic off and weighed the liquid, and it was 3,466 grams, right? It says it's 8.25%. I took it as 8%. Okay. That way I have a little bit extra Clorox in there, Anyways, that gives me 277.3 grams of sodium chlorate, and that's enough for 1.25 reactions, or according to the equation. So I have enough for 1.25. So I took everything and I multiplied it by 1.25. This to get 94 milliliters of acetone, and this to get the chloroform at 100 milliliters. I got 60 milliliters, so I got a 60% yield. Of course, I didn't dry it or distill it, so that probably would have taken me down to 50%. I only put in, actually, I only put in 90 milliliters, so I guess I should have taken my yield from that, but it's not going to make much of a difference, 94 and 90 milliliters, you know what I mean? It's still going to be low yield. Always remember, science is great.